Welcome back to Shut the Fuck Up. It's Girl Talk. I'm Hannah.
And I'm Ashley.
And today we're going to be doing those popular Reddit stories of Am I the Asshole? So we both picked a few stories that we're going to discuss and go over with you guys.
Okay. Do you want to go first?
Okay. We try to pick like the most like intriguing ones. Let's see. Okay, so, like, we're going to read the story, and then we can kind of go into, like, more detail. Okay. But do you want to, like, judge it based off the title alone first?
Okay, what's the title?
Okay, so the title says, Am I the asshole for telling my girlfriend to find an Uber after she locked her keys in the car at the bar?
I'm immediately say yes, he's an asshole.
Okay, I was thinking the same thing, and I'm like, okay. And
I feel like that's fucking common sense.
Exactly.
Like, why do you need to ask that? That's like, the fuck?
I would much rather my husband be like, no, I'm going to come pick you up. Like, I'd feel safer having my significant other pick me up. Okay, but let's get into the story because there could be contexts like that we're missing.
Yeah, we don't know about.
All right. My girlfriend went to the local town bar with her girlfriends a few nights ago. She calls me at 1:30 a.m. and I'm sleeping and tells me she had an emergency and needed my help. I drive 15 minutes to the bar and see her and her friends visibly drunk outside by her car. She tells me that she locked her keys in her car and needed me to unlock it for her? ? That's literally what he put. I'm not a locksmith, LOL, and she doesn't have a spare set of keys. I tell her that she needs to call the cops, and she gets mad because she's drunk and she thinks she'll get into trouble. I tell her things will be fine and I'll take her home once we get it unlocked. But she says no. Her and her friends already made up their mind that they're going to another bar across the street. So she tells me to come with them. I say no, and she asks me to wait on her and give them a ride home afterwards. I'm pretty annoyed at the moment and tell them to get an Uber. She's still mad at me for leaving her at the bar, but I offered to help and she declined. The next day, she called the cops and they unlocked her door.
Okay. I understand that he's mad because she wanted to go to another bar and wanted him to wait. I get that because I would be upset about that as well. But she's drunk. Already she's drunk. You need to be a man and be like, babe, I think it's really time for us to call it a night. Like, we need to get this figured out. I don't know. I don't think what he did was right either, in my opinion.
No, like, I agree because I feel like I get annoyed, like, when my husband's drunk, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, like, I can understand that. He's probably, like, really annoyed and, like, oh, my God.
Yeah.
I'm not dealing with these drunk girls.
Right.
So, I could see, like, how that could be annoying. But I also would much rather make sure my partner is safe than just leave their ass.
That's what I'm saying. And, like, kind of seems like he was already upset from the get-go that she went to the bar with her friends. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting.
Yeah, that's what I got, too. And then I'd be like, just call me when you're done and I can come pick you up.
Right.
Instead of waiting there. Like, what? Did he think he had to wait in his car the whole time?
Like, a 15-minute drive is not a big deal.
No.
Especially if, like, your significant other's safety is at risk.
Exactly.
Like, it shouldn't be that big of a deal to drive 15 minutes to make sure they get home safely and their friends.
If you love your girlfriend, you'll do it.
Right. I don't know. That guy's a red flag to me.
Yeah.
Okay, let me find a juicy one. Am I the asshole for snapping at my husband for repeatedly bringing up breast surgery?
Okay, right off the bat, I'm like, he's a fucking dick.
Dude, I feel like no man should make... Even if he's your husband, I don't feel like he should be, like, making comments like that about your body.
Yeah. Like, unless she was, like, constantly, like, talking about how she didn't like something, and then he was like, just do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay. 27-year-old female, have been married to my husband, 34 male, for over a year. We've been together for 6 years. He's a gym freak, which I don't have a problem with, except for when he sometimes tries to impose his routine on me, pressure me into adopting his dietary habits. I exercise too, but I enjoy my food and nothing will change that. That's not what I'm posting about though. Lately, I can't wear a dress without him telling me I look good, but that I would have looked better if I had that breast augmentation surgery. He never complained about my breasts for 6 years until the past 4 to 5 months. I've told him before that I'm not against it, but not planning to get one. It took me years to regain my confidence because my mother used to make hurtful remarks about my chest like if it's something I didn't achieve. A few days ago, we were having sex, and he didn't hesitate to remind me again that I would look 10 times better with the implants, which turned me off instantly. I don't remember what I exactly said, but I said something along the lines of, I know how it feels, never mind. You're the perfect size. The big ones hurt anyway. He got mad and called me immature and all. Mind you, he's been pressuring me to have their surgery for 4 months now, and I never snapped at him. I'm a cup. Yesterday we were getting ready to go to his friend's wedding, but I ended up staying home. He brought up the surgery again and I snapped at him. I reminded him that we dated for 5 years before we got married. He had plenty of time to realize that I'm not good enough for him and break up with me to find a woman who has what he's looking for. I do have eyes, he's right. I'm flat-chested, but I have a nice body overall. He said he loves me and wants to be with me, but feels he could be more attracted to me with bigger breasts. I ended up telling him to go alone. I can't shake off the feeling that our recent arguments are taking us down a toxic path. It's not the kind of relationship I want for us. Is this worth considering divorce over? Other than this, we do get along very well, but I feel like he's taking me back to the days when I would stand in front of the mirror for minutes thinking I would never find a man who would like me if I myself don't like what I'm seeing.
Oh, hell no. Okay, I knew it was going to be something like that just based off of the title, but first of all titties are good titties.
Period.
It does not matter the size. Second, like when you're insecure about something and you're like, you constantly think about it, so just having to be reminded of that by someone that you're literally married to is crazy.
I feel like guys like that have insecurities themselves, if I'm being honest. Like, there must be something...
go get a dick extension, bitch.
Really, because there must be something wrong within himself for him to sit there and try to make his significant other feel like shit about the way she looks, because she was confident in herself.
Yeah.
She was fully confident until he started saying something, and maybe he saw that confidence and didn't like it. Like, I feel like some guys are just so weird in that way, and they will do things like that.
It kind of makes me wonder if he's cheating, just because I don't want to go there, but I kind of feel like he is, because they've been together for 5 years now, or longer than 5 years. It seemed like they're
and didn't care about it before.
And didn't care about it.
All of a sudden,
in the past 4 months, he's just now talking about it. Why is it an issue now?
Exactly.
Are you talking to a bitch with big titties? Because that's what it sounds like to me.
I don't know. He ain't shit, and she's not the asshole
not
in the situation. He is.
That's crazy. I would literally be
so bad
pissed.
for her.
I do too.
Like, titties are titties, man, whether they're little or big.
Yeah.
We love them all. I just think it's weird that a guy, like, is trying to hate on some titties. I don't know. Are you gay? No, I'm just
right. Am I the asshole for not wanting my husband's sister and her kids to stay with us again? Let's turn that off.
Without any knowing backstory, I feel like there is a backstory to this, and I feel like she may have her reasons. Because I've had roommates before, and roommates are tough, y'all.
Yeah. But if it was a sibling of mine, I'd be like, but my brother's staying with me.
It's not her sibling, right? It's her husband?
It's her husband's, yeah.
See, I don't know. Let's hear the story.
Yeah, we gotta hear it. All right, Reddit. I need some judgment here. So my husband, let's call him Mike, and I live near the coast in our cozy 2-bedroom apartment. We've got 2 kids, age 6 and 3, a solid routine, and life is generally good. But every year, Mike's sister, let's call her Lisa, descends upon our home like a tornado with her 2 uncontrollable kids, age 7 and 9, turning our peaceful home into a war zone. Last weekend was the final straw. Mike and I planned a romantic evening. Kids were in bed, dinner was ready, wine was about to be poured, and then ring ring, the phone goes off. It's Lisa letting us know she and her kids would be here the next morning. Plans canceled again. They show up at 9 a.m., not the afternoon like they said. Our place is chaos in minutes. Lisa's kids are tearing through my son's meticulously built Lego creations, scribbling on our walls with markers, and even managed to damage our new laminate flooring with a hammer. And what does Lisa do? She plops on the couch, grabs the remote, and starts demanding coffee, criticizing our parenting, and watching TV. When Mike suggested taking the kids to the beach to give me a break, Lisa refused because her favorite show was coming on. Instead, Mike had to entertain them with games while I cooked and cleaned up after everyone. Lisa paid zero attention to her kids. They were running wild, pulling cushions off the sofa, throwing food around, and leaving a trail of destruction. I found her youngest smearing peanut butter on the curtains, and when I pointed it out to Lisa, she just shrugged and said, "Kids will be kids." The breaking point was when Lisa yelled at my 6-year-old for not being able to speak properly during a game, which brought him to tears. Mike finally lost it and told her to help me in the kitchen. Lisa's response, "Why should I? You're the host." She stormed off but didn't lift a finger. To make matters worse, Lisa's kids trashed our place. They drew on the walls, spilled juice on the carpet, and somehow managed to break a lamp. When I confronted Lisa, she laughed it off, saying, "You should have put those things away if you didn't want them broken." The minute they left, Mike and I knew this couldn't happen again. We spent the whole day cleaning and fixing things, and I could see how upset Mike was. He promised me that Lisa and her kids would never stay with us again, and honestly, I'm holding him to it. So Reddit, am I the asshole for putting my foot down and not wanting Lisa and her kids to stay with us ever again?
Hell no, I wouldn't want her staying in my house either. Mm-mm. Like, that is so disrespectful. If you're going to somebody else's houses and you don't fucking get onto your kids about their behavior or what they're doing, like, and it seems like at this point she's just like goes over there a lot and just like expects them to take care of her,
like
her
cater
kids.
to her.
Yeah.
Like, who are you?
Like, bitch, you ain't paying rent. The fuck,
right? And my thing is, like, I'm not the type of person that likes to discipline somebody else's kids, especially if the parent is there, because that's the parent's job.
Right.
Like, you see your child being bad, you discipline them. And I don't personally feel comfortable disciplining somebody else's child. However, if it was shit like that, I would be like, hey, we don't do that here.
Yeah.
You know, like,
I was about to say, because, like, I don't care if the parent is there or not. If you're not getting onto your kid, I'm going to say something to your kid, like, hey, you need to chill the fuck out. Yeah. I'm not like that, but I'm going to say something to your kid.
Like, we're not going to whip their ass, but, you know, correct
they're going to know to not act that way around me.
Yeah. And I don't know. I just feel like that's doing too much. And if you're the type of parent that actually just sits there and lets your kids do that, you ain't shit.
Imagine what her house looks like,
know.
though. Like, ooh.
She probably don't let it happen at her house.
I don't know. She sounds pretty lazy. Probably her house is probably fucked.
And I'd be like, why do you need to stay here? Go to a hotel.
Right.
Where kids will be kids, like you said.
It seems like she thinks she can just fall back on her brother whenever she feels.
Yeah.
But so I don't blame them for setting boundaries.
She's definitely not the asshole in this situation.
Am I the asshole for telling my son's girlfriend to break up with him?
And this is coming from mom? Yeah. Okay. His son's girlfriend.
So she told his girlfriend to break up with her son.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Honestly, I don't know, because I feel like I would do that. Like, if I knew that one of my sons were being like not treating them right, I'd be like, you need to break up with him.
Like, you deserve better.
Yeah.
Than me. Like, trust me.
Yeah.
Okay.
But we'll see.
Okay, so her son is 20 and his girlfriend is 20, and they've been together for about 3 years now. She said, I love my son, and I hate to say this, but he's not turned out to be a good person. He has very little work ethic. He has no desire to get a job or go to college, and spends most of his time gaming or partying. Lily, on the other hand, is the polar opposite. She's very studious, has aspirations to be a doctor, is a very good swimmer, and is currently away at college. When my son and Lily first got together in high school, they were an excellent match. We loved having Lily over, and my son definitely took more care of himself. Since then, it's rapidly deteriorated. I know my son still loves Lily, but he never gives her the attention she deserves, and with her clear potential, I just feel she deserves better. When Lily came to visit a few days ago, she was visibly upset. When my son went to the store, I asked her if she was okay, and she told me that she didn't know what to do and wondered why my son had such little ambition and was so lazy. I told her I didn't see it changing anytime soon, as that's my view given it's been going on for almost 2 years. When she asked what I would do in her situation, I told her to put herself first and what she wanted. Lily thanked me and said she'd think about things. Well, earlier today, my son comes downstairs in a rage telling me that Lily had broken up with him via text. I asked him what she said, and apparently the message referred to discussions with your mom that had made her rethink the relationship. My son was livid that I'd gotten involved and said I'd overstepped boundaries. I told him that I didn't advise Lily to leave him, just said she had to make her own choices and decide what was best for her. My son is now not talking to me, and my husband is annoyed, believing that that having no Lily will make my son's rut last even longer. I also miss having Lily around.
That's like sad.
I know! Like, dang.
Well, I don't know. I feel like the mom did everything that she was supposed to.
Yeah.
Because I would do the same thing in her shoes. But I'd also be, like, getting on my son's ass. Like, why the fuck are you like this? Get some help. Seek a therapist. Like, something's wrong. You know what I mean? But I think she did everything that she was supposed to do.
And I feel like, I don't know. Like, if one of my sons came to me about something like this, I feel like I would set them both down and have a very adult conversation. Like, you guys are in your 20s. You don't know everything yet, because I feel like they're still young. They're still learning. And I would just have a very real conversation with them. Like, tell them, like, first of all, I'd be going off on my son. Like, quit being a lazy piece of shit, basically. And, like, I would tell him, like, you need to open your eyes. Like, you got an amazing person in front of you. And, like, I don't know. I don't think she's an asshole, in my opinion.
I don't either. But I get what you're saying. Like, I do. She could have been like, well, let's all sit down and talk about it and then see what we can do going forward.
Right.
Or, like, she could have given him an ultimatum. Like, if you don't do this, I'm leaving your ass.
Yeah.
And then he'd probably be like, oh, fuck.
Yeah. Because I feel like he was blindsided. And he was not, like, expecting that at all, I think.
I could kind of see, like, both sides to it, but I still don't think she's the asshole.
No.
And the husband needs to just stay the fuck out of it.
He's just annoyed because he got to deal with the drama.
Right. Like, you don't worry about it. Just go away.
Just stay out of it. Go to your little man cave.
Okay. Am I the asshole for uninviting my sister's boyfriend from my wedding after he made a pass at me?
Ooh. No, she's not the asshole.
I don't think so either.
She's saving her sister.
Yep. Well, let's get into it. Hi, Reddit. I need some perspective on a situation that has me really upset and conflicted. My 29 female wedding is coming up in 2 months. They worded that so weird. And I'm beyond excited, but also dealing with some major drama. My younger sister, who's 26 female, has been dating this guy, Ryan, 30 male, for about 3 months. He's been charming to my family and friends, but I've had my reservations. Last weekend, we had a family barbecue, and things took a really uncomfortable turn. While my fiance, 30 male, was busy grilling, Ryan cornered me in the kitchen and started flirting with me. At first, I thought he was just being overly friendly, but then he said, if you weren't getting married, I'd definitely be into you. I laughed it off awkwardly, but then he put his hand on my waist and said, you sure you're marrying the right guy? I was stunned and immediately pushed him away, telling him that he was completely inappropriate. He laughed it off and said he was just joking, but it didn't feel like a joke to me. I didn't say anything to anyone at the time because I didn't want to cause a scene, but I was shaken. Later that night, I told my fiancé what happened. He was furious and said we should uninvite Ryan from the wedding. I agreed, feeling that I couldn't have someone who disrespected me and my relationship at our wedding. I called my sister the next day and explained what happened. She was shocked but insisted that Ryan was just joking and that he didn't mean any harm. She accused me of overreacting and trying to sabotage her relationship because I never liked Ryan. When I told her we decided to uninvite him, she blew up and said if he's not coming, she's not coming either. Now my parents are involved and they think I should just let it go for the sake of family harmony. My fiance is standing firm on uninviting Ryan, and I agree with him. But now my sister is furious with me, and my parents are upset. So Reddit, am I the asshole for uninviting my sister's boyfriend from my wedding after he made a pass at me?
No, and I feel like her family ain't shit.
Her family ain't shit.
Because what the fuck?
I hate, that's one of my biggest pet peeves is when...
Oh, just brush it off so everybody can be all nicey and fake to each other. No, bitch.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out my face.
Or when people are like, just talk to them. You never know when you're going to see them again. First of all, you never know when you're going to see anyone again. So, do I got to talk to any and everybody? No.
Right.
Like, that kind of shit pisses me off. But, no, I would... If it was me, as petty as I am, I'd be like, then the whole fucking family's uninvited. Fuck you guys.
Yeah.
Like, that's how I would have been.
Like... And I hate when dudes like, oh, I'm just joking. I was just joking. No, bitch, you're joking now that your ass got caught up and she didn't flirt back with you.
Yeah. And you grabbed her waist. Why are you touching her?
And the fact that the sister is like, why are you trying to ruin my relationship?
If I was a sister, I'd have been like, I'm dumping his ass. Like, I'm done with him. Like,
yeah,
fuck that.
What the fuck? Like, it pisses me off and like, your family, your own fucking family, like, don't believe you or think you're overreacting on shit like that. Like, no, that she's not the asshole.
No.
And I'd be pissed at my parents and I'd be pissed at my sister. So I'd be like, fine, none of you guys can come. Bye.
Yeah, I'd be like, oh, okay, you don't want to ruin the family, then don't come.
Yeah, period.
You don't want a boyfriend. And this is like him just being a boyfriend too. They're not engaged.
Right.
Like, who gives a fuck? Sorry.
I don't know. That's just cringy and gross. Like,
yeah. If I was and the family's crazy for that, because I would be, like, pissed off at this guy.
Yeah.
Because how is she ruining the family dynamic when he ruined it?
Yeah, why is nobody pissed at the boyfriend?
Yeah.
Oh, it's the sister's fault, but she didn't do shit.
Right.
Doesn't make no fucking sense.
No.
That's toxic as fuck. That sounds like a toxic
I feel like we just
family.
got heated, but y'all gotta understand, we didn't read these beforehand.
You're getting our real reactions here. Okay. I'm picking this one because the title just seems kind of strange to me, and I'm just curious what it's about. Okay. Am I the asshole for telling my mom and dad they have to get their noses pierced if they want to see my daughter again?
What? Oh my god, I have to hear the story on this one.
I know, that's why I was like, okay, this one seems kind of weird. Okay. My husband and I traveled down to Mexico to visit with my family. I'm an American citizen. My mom and dad are not. My mom and dad got my daughter earrings for her birthday. My daughter's ears are not pierced. She is only 1 year old. I told them that I would save them for her until she was old enough to get her ears pierced. We left my daughter with my parents while we went to meet up with some friends. When we went to pick up my daughter, my mom showed us that we didn't need to wait because they had taken her to get her ears pierced. I got my daughter and dragged my husband out of there before he lost his shit. We went back to our hotel. I am furious. My husband said that my parents are not allowed to spend time alone with my daughter ever again. I went farther. I said that I would not be bringing her or any other kids we might have down here to see my parents. We checked out 3 days early and went home. On my way home, my parents were calling me to see when we were coming over. I ignored all the calls and texts until we were back home in Phoenix. We took a couple of days to think things over and cool down. I finally called them. I asked them not to speak until I was done talking. I told them that my husband and I are upset with them for getting our baby's ears pierced without our permission. I told them that we went back home and probably wouldn't be visiting for a while. They said that my sister and I both had our ears pierced when we were babies and it didn't harm us. I said that we were not going to change our minds. They started getting everyone, including my grandmother, to call me and say I was being ridiculous. I talked with my husband and we came up with a promise. We agreed that we would resume visits, but not alone this time. With them, they both got their noses pierced. If they both got their noses pierced. They said they were being stupid. They said that we were being stupid and that they are not going to do that. I said no problem and hung up. We have started blocking anyone who tries to call us and give us shit for denying my parents their right to see my daughter.
Oh, fuck no, dude. I would be fucking livid if somebody did that with my kid. First of all, getting their ears pierced is like a big deal, so I would want to be there for that, for their like first experience.
Exactly.
And if they didn't want it done, that's their choice.
They literally like told them that they didn't want her ears pierced until she was older.
Yeah. So you take it upon yourself to pierce somebody else's child?
That's like one of my pet peeves with like grandparents is they think that they have like
every right to your child.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not their parent.
And it's always, I did it with my kids and they're fine.
Good for you.
Gives a fuck?
It's not your kid, it's mine. That's like such a freaking ooh.
That's like a narcissist thing to say.
It just like reminds me of like, I don't know, it's like when you have your kids and like people try to give you advice or try to tell you how to raise your kids. It's like, it's not your kid, don't worry about it. Like
unless I personally ask you for advice, don't put your fucking input in. I hate when people do that shit. And I'm just like, it's like cutting a child's hair. You don't cut their hair without their parents' permission. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that is so weird.
And I hate that it'll grow back. Who gives a fuck? Don't touch my kid. And I don't care if it's your grandchild. I don't care who it is. You don't do anything without the parents' permission.
That is just so weird. It's like they have some type of animosity or something.
Yeah.
And
then there we go with the family shit, getting their grandma like to call them like, come on, why do you guys do that shit? It's weird.
That's why I don't talk to my family.
Me either.
Shoot.
Oh my god.
I don't know. She's not the asshole, neither is her husband.
No.
And I would do the same thing.
Oh, I love how petty they were with getting their nose pierced. Yeah.
And like blocking everybody. I would do the exact same thing because they literally are not seeing what they did wrong. They think that they were right and that the parents are wrong.
They're so smart for them to get their nose pierces though, because if they're saying it's no big deal, then it'll be no big deal for you to get your nose pierced. Come on. Be for real.
By the way, me and Hannah got our noses pierced. What day?
Yes.
Not yesterday, but the day before?
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched her do it first. I was like, well, I'm going to let her do it first so I can see what it looks like. But
I'm glad we did it.
yours looked like it did so, like, smooth. Mine fucking hurt, y'all. I was literally shaking it out. I was like, every time you came close with the needle, I was like, no. She's like, just move your hand. Just move your hand. You can do it. You can do it. She's like, don't be a pussy.
I was really trying to hype her up because she almost didn't do it either.
I literally, I was like, the clamp off. I was like, nope, I'm not doing it. I'm sorry, I'm not getting it. And then, I don't know, you're like, come on, dude. Like, if you go out there with your nose pierced, everybody's going to make fun of you. I was like, fuck.
Well, because everybody watched me do it. And then she wanted to, like, be, like, by herself in the bathroom getting it done. So that way nobody could, like, say anything, you know? And I'm like, Ashley, if you go out there and your nose is not pierced, you're never going to hear the end of it. Like, I swear to God, they're going to be making fun of you. You have to do it.
Oh, my God.
You have no choice now.
I'm just so scared of needles. So, like, I saw that thing come. I was like, no!
That thing was thick as hell, too.
I know. I was like, no, it's going to hurt. She's like, it doesn't hurt. I'm like, I feel like you're lying to me. But
That's funny. Are you glad you did it now?
Yeah, it was literally like 5 seconds of pain, and that was it. My nose bled a lot though, but I was like, just so glad I got it over with. I just had to close my eyes. I was like, okay, just go.
She would be like, just do it, and then he comes with the needle, and she's like, no. Stop.
I'm a pussy, dude.
So before that, like I've had my nose pierced before, and I think the nose piercing doesn't hurt compared to like getting your belly button pierced. Because I had that pierced and I thought that was way worse.
See, now that I think about it, like, I feel like getting your ears pierced with a piercing gun hurts worse.
I don't remember.
It burns. Like, when you go get your ears pierced with a gun, it literally feels like your ears on fire, like burning.
Yeah.
And this was more of like a sore type of feeling.
I think I was like 7 or 8 when I got my ears pierced, so I can't remember. Yeah.
See, I went. My first ones I got when I was a baby, but like my other 2, I went when I was older and got them. Those burned.
Yeah.
But it just happened so fast, so I was like, whatever. And like, it was funny because when we did our noses, Hannah was like, "Did I die?" I was like, "No."
I'm like, Ashley, I'm still here. Like, look at me in the flesh.
Not gonna die.
I was trying everything to convince her.
Dude, if she wasn't in the bathroom for real, I probably wouldn't have got it for real. Because she was like, "No, you better do it."
I'm like, your nose is already marked. You got the clamp in. You're doing it.
Dude, the freaking clamp hurt more. I feel like,
I know.
like, the
That's
pressure.
what I said. I was like, dude, once the clamp comes off, it's going to be like pressure release. Like,
yeah, when she told me the needle was through, I was like,
because she's going, and I'm like, the needle's through. You're good. Like, it's done.
I was just like,
she was breathing. She was really trying to breathe.
I was just trying to focus on my breathing and not the freaking needle going in my nose.
Good
funny
times.
as fuck.
I really want to do the other side of my nose now so I can get that little chain.
The chain, yeah. You should. That's cute.
That was super cute. All right, would you do that? Would you
do the other side? Probably.
Yeah, I think it'd be cute.
Or the septum.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
Allie said hers hurt.
Really?
She said that was the worst
I seen a video on TikTok of a girl that was getting her septum done, and the lady did it so fucking fast, like literally like a millisecond.
Yeah.
She just shoved it in, and the girl like didn't feel it. She was just like, oh. She just did it so fast. I'm like, see, that's what I want. Just shove that bitch
Shove it in, yeah. I don't know. I kind of wanted to order the shit off of Amazon so I could do my other side.
See, I feel like, I don't know. Because I wanted to just do it myself so I could do it as fast as
I think if you did it yourself, you wouldn't have done
think?
it. Yeah.
Probably not. Because once I started feeling the pain, I'd probably be like, nope.
Yeah.
I would took it out. I'm dead.
Unless you just, like, shoved it
For
through
real.
really quick.
Small business shout out.
Bow, bow, bow. Okay, so today's small business that we are shouting out, is it still Sullivan Sweets? Yes.
So, yeah.
It's Swollivan. I was going to say Swollivan. Sullivan Sweets and Eats LLC, and like always we'll put their information up here, but it's a different Jordan than the last Jordan that did bakery stuff. And she's been doing this for a while, but she's really freaking good. She does like sweet treats like chocolate covered strawberries, Rice Krispie treats.
She even does like the candied grapes.
Oh yeah,
like that.
those look fire, dude. I want to try them really bad.
Too.
But yeah, we'll post some of her stuff in here for you guys to go check it out if you have a birthday coming up, anniversary. She makes my anniversary cakes and they're fire. So
yeah, I've actually tried her cakes before because I feel like you've gotten a few cakes from her, and they've always been pretty good.
yeah. But yeah, that was our small business shout out.
Give her likes and follows.
And fuck, I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh, you got anything else to add?
But yeah, make sure y'all give us a like and a follow, subscribe, share our stuff. That really helps us.
And if you want us to do more of the Am I the Asshole videos, let us know, because there's a lot of stories we can talk about.
I feel like there was a confession ones too that I've seen. So I feel like that would be nice and juicy.
Yeah, we could do that. Maybe we could do that next.
Yeah, we'll do that one next. So yeah. Thanks for watching, y'all. Hope y'all have a good day.
See you next time.
Bye.